What's with Canada? We got great big cities, but a lot of trees and rocks. Yeah, the winter's cold here. Wear 2 pairs of socks. There's half the world's fresh water to paddle your canoe.
Welcome to the channel. I'm Gerald, and this is Trekking with Taz. In a continuation from my last video, in addition to seeing some beautiful country, we're going to talk about the benefits of getting this exercise and why we should all be doing it. As a senior, my position is to help those that are going to be in my shoes in a few years to be better prepared for it, take care of their body now before they find out too late that, they're going downhill. While we're young, we all seem to abuse our bodies quite a bit, and we bounce back and we start thinking it's going to be like that forever. But it very definitely isn't going to be like that forever, so we need to do what we can to just take better care of ourselves. Although there are some small cases where there's nothing you can do about it, most people's issues stem from poor health style choices over the years. So hopefully we can change yours if you're having it and help you on the way to a better life. If we even inspire one person, it's a good thing. Okay, let's look at the video.
Here we are at Viking Ridge Trailhead for a little afternoon stroll. Mark and I. Penny didn't come today. But when you only got a limited amount of time, you got to take advantage of it. So going on with what I said in the last video, you want to be physically fit, you got to make the time. So sometimes the time isn't the best, but you go anyway and do what you can do. Get out, get the fresh air, get some exercise, and it'll all pay off in the end. So here we go. We're ways into it now. Pushing hard, trying to get up here because it's afternoon and we'd like to go a ways, so gonna have to push a little harder. Whew. But getting hard to breathe. Whew. We're making headway, and yeah, it's hard, definitely hard, but you don't get there by not doing hard. I have people say to me, it looks too hard what you're doing, I'm not interested. And yeah, it's hard. It takes consistency, not making excuses, finding time when you can. It includes good nutrition, eating properly. Yeah, all of that is hard. Then when you look at the reverse of it, not being healthy, ending up sick, fighting diseases that maybe you can keep at bay with good health, good fitness. That's hard. That's way harder than doing this. You just don't know it till you get there. I watch people struggling with their health. Yeah, they have a hard road every day. We have a hard road the days we choose. And every time we go out and do a little more, the hard gets easier for us. That's just the way it is. So in the end, you have a choice. Pick your hard. Pick what your hard's going to be. And I think once you look at it that way, you'll realize, yeah, I think the hard work is better because it will get easier. Mark just said, let the pain begin. This is a steep section that just doesn't quit along here. You don't get a break on it. But each time you go up, it's just a little bit easier. Yeah, first little bit of snow we come to, we haven't needed our snowshoes yet at all. And this is packed right down, so no need to put the shoes on for this. So we're pretty close to 2 kilometers up, and no snow to speak of. A little different a couple of weeks ago at Raven. Not complaining though. Makes it a little easier. You can see the sun up here poking through the trees. We're up near 3 kilometer now, so we'll be out to the meadows pretty soon. So this hard part is behind us. But for those that work hard to get here, there will be some beautiful sights to behold. We will be seeing the mountains very shortly. Well, if you're coming out this way and it's your first time, don't give up. She's going to be a little hard up to 3, but after that, it's really good for over 1 kilometer before you have to climb up to the lake. So don't be discouraged. As we approach the meadows, you get to see the sun now that we're out of the timber. It's a perfect day for this. Ooh, feel like $1 million. A little bit tired, but $1 million. Very soon, the mountains will come into view. We're just popping out to the first meadow, and now the snow is starting to get deeper, so we're going to stop, put on our snowshoes now, so we don't post hole. Up to now, it's been hard packed, so it wasn't an issue, but it's at that point now where we will be post holing soon. Okay, we got our snowshoes on now. Back on trail here. Snow is pretty solid, so it should be a real decent day to cross the meadows, I would think. And we certainly got the weather for it. Any point of no return up there. We'll probably do that some point this winter. Go up and cross and over the Sugar Bowl. But not today. Today's an afternoon hike. We didn't get started till around noon. So we're limited. I guess we're only limited by how long we want to walk in the dark, but somewhat limited. And here we are, coming into Caribou Meadows, and some people call it, and Viking Meadows as others call it. Let's first look at the mountains there. We're up top. The hard work has paid off. And that's why if you can push yourself to get to 3 kilometer, you're good. The walking's good from there, and the views are spectacular. And all your hard work pays off for you. Yes, sir. You can see walking across the meadow, the trail has melted out. It's icy now. Obviously had some warm weather after they built this trail, or packed this trail. Interesting. Oh, that's point of no return there, going over the Sugar Bowl. Now we're going up through the timbers, 4 kilometer mark, and heading up towards Raven Lake, Raven Peak, or not Raven, Viking Lake of Viking Peak. Sorry about that. Back here in the timber, out of the sun, heading up to the ridge or the lake. It's a lot cooler. It's probably 5 degrees cooler as soon as you come in here out of the sun. Mark is heading up to the ridge. I don't see any ribbons, so I guess we're kind of cross country to pick them up. She's a little steep, a little slippery. See the meadows down there? We're starting to make it up on the ridge now. See the valley down below. And the ridges are just above us. A little work to do yet, mind you, but we're getting there. There's the lake down below. We're just starting to gain the ridge line. Mark a little further up there. Just got her in beast mode. I'm struggling a little bit in this uphill, as I usually do. But as I said earlier, each time you do it, it gets a little easier. And sugar bowl over there. Crossover, we're pointing no return. We'll do that sometime in the winter, likely. But for now, it's that peak up there that we got to get to. You see Mark's got I don't know, 10 minutes to make it to the ridge. The top one there, ways ahead. But we'll be there soon. There's Mark, just ascending the last peak. So he's in front of us there. We'll be there shortly. Behind him about 5 minutes probably. It's a little steep pitch there, slow going. But we're almost there. Let's look around. Up we go. Yeah, so we get tired out at this point, but once we cross there, it'll feel good. Be thankful for doing it. A little slippery, a little steep there for Mark. It's going to go around. Bit of a cold wind has come up as we're getting close to the top. Don't think we'll be hanging around up here long. Every time it comes up, it's like frigid. Feels like winter for sure. Okay, this is getting a little slippery. There we go. Then we'll go around the rock. Just a mark there. Almost. Yes, there's one more up to come up. This is the last one. Fooled me. Here we go up the last bump. This time I am positive this is the last one. Yeah, here we are. top of the last bump. There's a little cairn over there. Good. Work was hard. Reward was good. Okay, well, there's the lake down below us. It's late enough in the day. I was thinking about going up that other ridge a bit, but if it's late enough in the day, probably not going to do that. We're just working our way down to the saddle between the two ridges so you get a good look at the lake before we head out of here. Viewpoint, more or less. This little saddle down here is where Mark and I climbed up from the lake last year, right up through there. So we went around the lake and climbed up behind the lake and come out right, just, oh, I don't know, 50 or 60 feet in front of where Mark is right now. And then we went up on the ridge lines. There, the other ridge, that's where we went up last year, and then walked to the back past the other lake. This is where we come up, straight from the lake, right here, right where Mark is, and kind of the lookout. And it's probably as far as we're going. Okay, last look around there, we had a little snack. And now we're gonna start heading up and out. The day of snowshoeing is, well, it's not over because we got to get back to the vehicle, but we've gone as far as we're going to go today. As it is, it's because of our late start. It's late in the day. We're probably going to be in the dark the last bit going down. So, time to start moving and eliminate some of the darkness anyway. Okay, we're almost back to the top of this peak. So a long descent. We'll look around first. Look at that. Okay, time for us to head down. Heading down off the second bump now. Going around that rock, like we did when we come up, it's opposed to the other way. We're down way off the ridge, dropping down fairly quickly to the trail through the bush. A lot faster coming down than going up, that's for sure. It's a good day up there though. Lots of visibility. Back to the creek. Didn't take us long to come from the lookout down to here. Quick actually. We'll get off of the beaten path. I'm smarter than that. The boys are back down to the meadow off of the ridge. Making great time. At this rate, we won't be walking too much of it in the dark, it doesn't look like. Not like I said, we didn't really care one way or another. We were okay with it, but it's even better if we don't have to. Okay, I don't know how long ago, half hour ago, we left that saddle there. That's where we were, and then went up the ridge, and then come down the ridge, and now we're on our way out of here. We're just about at the end of Caribou Meadows, and we'll be heading into the timber where it's dark. We're just up on mountain, but it's time to make that 3.5 kilometer trek down to the vehicle and call it a day. It's been a good day though. 3-kilometer sign. Someone asked me the other day where the caves and where that rock wall is. So Mark just did a few steps that direction. That's where it is. It's only a couple hundred meters that way. You can probably see the light is fading on us pretty good. We're probably 2.5 kilometers from the vehicle at this point. Something like that. But, yeah, it's starting to get dark now. Okay, it has darkened on us. Whoa. So, we'll put some lights on. I don't know if there's enough light for you to see with the GoPro, but enough light for me to see with my eyes anyway. So it appears our last hour will be in the dark with headlamps. I have to slow down a little because I can't see very well. But, just take our time to get down there. It's a bit of a challenge coming down in the dark with your headlamps. Some pretty slippery spots, gotta be really, really careful. Making headway though. Well, here we are at the end of the trail, just gonna pop out to the highway. It was a glorious day. It was hard, but very rewarding. Oh, a little tired out now. But it reminds me of something that talked about or heard about before, is that you only get one body. You have one body for this life, so you should take care of it. Because if you don't take care of it, the tail end of this life isn't going to be very pleasant for you. So I listen to that all the time. And then there's another little thing. Whoa! Oh! 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 Well, I think we'll talk in a minute. Okay, that was really slippery. We fared okay. Anyway, I was going to say, Peanut said to Snoopy, "You only live once." And Snoopy said back to Peanuts, "No, you only die once. You live every day." Yeah, to a lot of people probably doesn't mean much, but to me that's a pretty deep statement. So anyway, if anybody watching this is inspired to get out, then all my yapping was worth it, and we'll see you on the trail. But we're just gonna cross the highway and back to our vehicle, so that's our day here.
Well, that was our afternoon snowshoe up Viking Ridge and to the call beyond. I hope you enjoyed it. glad you come along with us up to this point. And maybe you got something from this. That'll be a good thing if something good come out of that. The focus of the channel from now on is going to be about inspiring people to get out there, especially seniors and those that want to be seniors that are going out there. Start now. Life is better for you as you get there. Okay, I've rambled on enough about that, so do come back again and catch us on the next one. Not sure what we'll be up to, but should be interesting. Bye now.